Welcome, Dr. James Beckett, Sports Card Insights card wall video. You'll notice that in between Chipper Jones and Clark Kellogg will fall Michael Jordan, so you can see my thought process. And so Chipper Jones have the same dilemmas I had with Randy Johnson. I got the Crusade as well as the Diffractor, his more mundane, not rookie, but street clothes Bowman. So whatever one I pick for Randy Johnson, and then pick the other for Chipper Jones. I also have this Skylines card, which I think is interesting, but it's horizontal. Okay, Deacon Jones, one of the great nicknames of all sports, but it's not on this card, so maybe the nickname snuck up on him. He was a round draft pick, and it talks about his all-around sports abilities. That's why he was such a great sack monster, because he was big and fast and strong. He's probably not going to make it, but not because he wasn't good enough. Jerry Jones, at one point it was his only card, and this pictures Jerry right about at the peak of when things were going so great. They'd had 2 championships, and the third one was coming up that next year. He really changed the NFL. Say what you want about him, but when we're talking about 10Xing things, he probably 10X'd, more than 10X'd the value of the franchise. And if it's about making money, that demonstrated that he's good at that. Leroy Jones, the boxer, I'm just trying to give equal time to all the sports, and I think Roy's, even though he was pound for pound a good boxer, he's probably not going to be on the final wall, the KO brand. Sad Sam Jones, Toothpick Jones, one of the very toughest autographs that I have. But again, it's just going to be too obscure for my friends to come over and say, tell me about him. Actually, he was a really tough pitcher against the Pirates. Leroy Jordan, I met him, nice guy, just looks like a regular sized guy. He's not a small guy, but he's not a huge guy either. But this isn't a great card for him. I'm not sure what's out there that's better. I'm not really looking that actively. But if I see something interesting, I may pick it up, because he's certainly worthy of honor. Again, the local thing, plus being really outstanding. And I've got some new friends that are Alabama Crimson Tide people. Okay, now we got the Michael Jordan stuff. I've got some to pick from here. The Court Masters, that's a strong straight 9.5, so that's good. Big Man on Court, which is good. Big Men on Court, which is really good. I get mixed up which one is better, but they're both really good. The Championship Hardware, really good cards. I've had them for a long time. Thrill Seekers, the East-West that actually has Kobe on the back, so that's cool. The Cut Above, again, hard to get good grades when they're die cut like that. And this is the card that I pulled. If you watched one of my videos in January, when I bought that box of S Authentic, I got this out of a pack. And then I penny sleeved it right away. How did the edges get to be 9? I don't know. And the surface is 10. That's good. So I got a 9.5 on the card and 10 on the grade, so I can't be complaining too much. This is what was on the card on the wall, the 84-85. This is not his rookie. This is the Rookie of the Year subset that was in the numbering of the set, but not quite as good, but still a great first-year card of Jordan. Kevin Joseph, I know him. He's local, and he's probably going to be on there until he comes over. Wally Joyner, this is a historic card. It's a 1988 Upper Deck. There's 4 versions, but again, it's too obscure. I do have hobby insiders coming over, but even you got to be pretty old to remember 1988 when that came out. And if you do, then you'd already seen it. Probably not. Aaron Judge, I've got a better one coming, but that's just a placeholder, because Aaron Judge could go on to great things. Sonny Jurgensen, not my guy, because he was an Eagle and a Redskin, which is anti-cowboy. But it's not even a rookie card. He's on there, and it's okay, but he's going to be out. Duke Kahanamoku, that's a beautiful card. Again, it's a 4. Possibly was my dad's card. He had a fair number of Sport Kings. Al Kaline, so many of my formative years in collecting were in the Detroit area when I was at Bowling Green. But I don't know that I want to pick this Kaline. It's his rookie card, but he's the 3rd best card in the set. And so I'm not sure about that. This is a cool card. I just had this put away, and then all of a sudden, I don't know when this was discovered, that Patrick Kane is the cameo, the little boy in the corner of the picture, and he went on to have a great NHL career. He's just sitting courtside. You might note he's not up in the rafters. He's on the boards. That's a very pricey ticket. I used to have tickets like that. They were very expensive. Joe Cap, an ode to the CFL. I may have some CFL cards I'll put in here, but this guy also had an acting career and had a Vikings career, but he made his first claim to fame in the CFL. George Karl was a good player and a good coach, but probably not going to make the final grade. Wee Willie Keeler, hit them where they ain't. That's what I used to do when I played baseball and softball. I was more of a place hitter than a power hitter. They didn't accuse me of being Wee Willie Keeler because he's a Hall of Famer, but I did enjoy going with the pitch. Let's just say that. George Kell, not going to make it in spite of his really good career, Hall of Fame and announcing. This is a nice card. It's a 4, but as they say, I think it's a strong 4. Clark Kellogg, I met him. He came over a number of years ago. I think if his knees hadn't given out, he was a very skilled player. And when he was in high school, I was up in Bowling Green, and I was listening to what was going on. He was somewhere in northern Ohio, and he was like LeBron before there was a LeBron. He was so dominant in high school and where he was going to go to college. And he went to Ohio State, which was a big coup. Nice guy, still visible in announcing and commentating. And yeah, if he comes over again, I'll have the wall ready for him. So thanks, everybody. That's it. Another episode.